Blaze product line now comprises about 5 different products. So originally when we first launched Blaze, it was just Blaze belts and rolls. That was originally designed for the gym floor market, specifically for sanding old coatings that were, multiple thick polyurethane coatings, tough to get through. We then found it worked really well on pre-finished floors, aluminum oxide coatings. From there, we moved into other products. So we have a product, Blaze Plus, that is phenomenal for aluminum oxide coatings, more of a specific product. We launched an edger disc, Blaze X, which is designed really for sanding aluminum oxide coatings. And recently we just launched our Blaze Paper. So edger discs for regular bolt-on edgers, the full range of sizes for hook and loop, for multi-discs and edgers. So with Blaze, we wanted to try and get a performance increase over red heat. Regular Blaze, original Blaze, uses a ceramic grain that's a little bit longer than the grain that's on red heat. Also made the coarse grits more open coat so that it could more easily dig into that finish and remove these thicker old coatings faster. And it uses the same backing that red heat and blue fire use, which is a Y-weight polycotton backing, so it's very flexible. It's also anti-stat. So our the full product line, Blaze, red heat, blue fire, they're also anti-stat backings, which help with dust pickup. So the newest one is Blaze Plus. So Blaze Plus is really specifically for sanding pre-finished aluminum oxide finishes or really tough finishes, even though it can be used on older, really tough coatings. So Blaze Plus is a completely different product than Blaze. It uses a heavy Y-weight polyester backing, and it uses a different type of ceramic grain. It's one of our flagship products from our metalworking, our industrial division, and it's used for grinding really tough metals. In testing, what we found was that it worked really phenomenal for sanding these tough aluminum oxide coatings because they're really hard finishes, really hard to get through. It's a whole different type of ceramic grain, more similar in shape and size to actually red heat grain, but much more aggressive to cut through those coatings. So it lasts twice as long as anything else on the market, cuts through much faster.
Gotcha. So you get down past that bevel faster.
Yeah, cut down past the bevel and sometimes in just one cut, one pass. Yeah, so Blaze X, we put that out there to go hand in hand with Blaze Plus for sanding aluminum oxide finishes. So Blaze X is a fiber disc. They're very stiff, rigid discs, and they're mostly used on right angle grinders for grinding metal. But it utilizes different type of ceramic grain that fractures under a little lower pressure. So we found it worked really well on the flooring side. You really don't want to use Blaze X for bare wood, maybe most normal old coatings, but it really performs well on edgers for pre-finished floors.
I guess the other one that's also been out are the Blaze palm sanding discs, like the Cyclonic discs that have all the little holes in them.
Yeah, so that would be these. And this has been out for a while. When we first put that out there, we had a lot of people that started trying those out for the multi-disc sanders. This is really designed for orbital sanders. It's a lighter weight backing. It's a kind of an upgrade over our Pro Sand orbital discs. It uses a little bit different grain, similar in kind of technology to what is on the kind of like Blaze X, Blaze Plus. Lighter weight backing, really better suited for light applications like orbital sanders. With new Blaze Paper we just launched, we have that in all the sizes, 5-inch hook and loop through 8-inch hook and loop, and also all the sizes for bolt-on paper. So what kind of makes this unique is we're using specific type of ceramic grain. It's a different grain than what is on red heat. Similar to the grain family that's on Blaze Plus and Blaze X. Now we designed this to be a much better performing product than even red heat and other ceramic products on the market. And what we found is that it works great. We're getting 30 to 50% better performance life over other ceramics. It even works great on aluminum oxide finishes.
So real quick, just to recap, we've got regular Blaze for the big machine. We've got Blaze Plus for the big machine. That's used specifically for just really hard finishes. You got aluminum oxides, or even just a site finish floor that's been coated with a tough 2 component many times or something like that. So then you've got the Blaze X paper, and that's an edger paper with that same industrial backing, again for real strong coatings like aluminum oxide. You've got the Blaze palm sanding paper, lightweight, flexible, used on palm sanders, and then now the new kind of full spectrum product line for everything but the big machine is the Blaze paper. What are the most common pitfalls that you see for guys to avoid?
Probably is starting too coarse. There's, again, we touched on this. With the newer technology, paper in most situations, unless you do get into one of those, really gummy coating, really, really hard finish, the pre-finished floors or, tough finishes where you have to start with a coarser paper. Most site finish, older water-based polyurethane floors, or especially new floors, you shouldn't really need to go down more than 50, coarser than 50 grit. So some people just kind of need to get out of the old habits of, we have to start no matter what with 36 grit or 24 grit or something. Because the coarser the scratches you put in, it's going to take longer to get out. So even though our product line, the coarse grits leave a finer scratch and they're easier to get out, that's still a whole extra step in the process. And if you eliminate that, then you save a lot of time. And I suppose, again, same thing with like a lot of the new planetary sanders. If you're starting and you're trying to do the whole process with a planetary, you don't want to go too coarse. You want to try to avoid too coarse on that also because of their design, can be harder to get marks out. So, probably one of the biggest thing, go sand as fine as you can. A lot of people even move up to, especially with the ceramics like Red Heat Blaze, 60 grit when sanding, most new wood.
Another simple reason why you would do that is why would you take more time to sand a floor than you have to? So, like, I had a job where a guy was like, we were getting on new wood, everything was pretty level, and I said, hey, let's start out at 50 blaze. And he said, no, we always start at 36. And my question was, why? Why do we need to start out at 36? Like, because then we're just going to have to get the 36 marks out. If we throw 50 paper on and we're not flattening the floor, then let's bump it down to 40 or 36. But those are all scratches you're going to have to get out later on. So, and those are oftentimes the scratches that you see when you come back to a floor that's been stained and you can see scratches in it. Oftentimes it's that first cut, those deep scratches that are in there.